Hi everybody, it's Diane Gale from the blog sustainableslowliving.com, and I'm going to whip together a dressing today that I make all the time. I did a post for you, I think it was last week, on the big summer salad and, prepping the big summer salad. It's something that we eat all summer and we love to have around. And I mentioned in that post that I like to make my own dressings when I can because they're so much healthier. I don't always get them done, that's true. But I do think it's better to make your own when you can. And at the end of that post, I showed you how to do a quick balsamic vinegar dressing just right on top of your salad when you make it, which is a great tool to have in your kitchen arsenal, there's no doubt. But this is a balsamic mustard dressing that I like to make ahead and have on hand, just because obviously it's easier to have it ahead than to whip it together on your salad, especially when you're in a hurry or if you're taking it off to work or, on a picnic. We take salads out. Salad is kind of a barbecue thing for us too. So we're going to throw that together today. It's so easy to do. It really just takes minutes. And on Sunday afternoons when I prep food for the week, I like to throw together a dressing or two when I have time. So we're going to start with a 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. And we're just going to put everything in a bowl. There's really nothing to this recipe apart from mixing it all together. I mean, that's really all it is. So 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/3 cup of balsamic vinegar. You can use a different vinegar here if you prefer. I know some people don't like balsamic. I like the balsamic. I think it gives the dressing a lot of depth, but a wine vinegar would also be good. A red wine vinegar or a white wine vinegar, also delicious. We're going to put in 3 tablespoons of pure honey. This one is a little sweet, and not all the dressings that I make are, but it's nice to have something a little sweet every once in a while, and honey is a good way to go for that. We're going to put in 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I prefer Dijon. Again, you can put any mustard that you like in here. I recommend that you choose a mustard that has some character. Dark brown is okay. Yellow I would try to avoid, but I have made it with yellow when it's all that I have in the house. But go with fresh, a coarse ground, or the Dijon, obviously. Go with something special. There's also sweet heat mustards out there, and they're very good in this as well, although they do make the dressing a little bit sweeter. Alright, so that is it for our liquid ingredients. Really that simple. I'm going to take a little bit of coarsely ground black pepper, kind of a big pinch, and put that in there. I'm actually going to take a small pinch as well and put that in there, and then we're going to put in some garlic. And I'm going to warn you, I like a lot of garlic in things, so we're probably going to do 2. I'm trying to find, that's a really big clove. So there's one. I'm looking for another smaller clove here. Here we go. This one's perfect. I'll run these through the garlic press. This big one I'll have to cut for my garlic press because it'll be a little too much for it. Go. 2 more to go. Garlic press is a crazy handy tool to have around. I think I said that the last time that I used it in a video. When I moved across the country for the first time, I sold everything that I owned. I took some clothes, I took my herbal books, and I took a little box that had some of my very favorite kitchen utensils in it because of how much I love to cook. And this garlic press was in that little box. And this knife, actually. This Pampered Chef knife, I love it. But there were also some really good German knives in that box. They did get lost in California, though. Here I got a little bit of garlic skin in there. Let me get that out. And that's it. So once you have it all in here, you're just going to take your whisk and you're going to thoroughly whisk it up. This is super easy to whisk. I mean, obviously oil separates, and you know if you use an oil and vinegar dressing that you have to always shake it because it separates. But it kind of blends temporarily, and you just want to get it as well as you can. I don't think I brought a spoon in here to taste this, which is kind of a bummer. And that's it, guys. It is that easy. No spoon. I'm going to use my finger. Yeah, really good stuff. I'm just going to store this. Usually I put them in my fridge in a canning jar. It's simple, it's easy. I always have a lot of canning jars around. I do have a couple of those salad dressing bottles, you know, that you buy that have the recipes of salad dressing on the side of them, and I love them. I don't use many of the recipes on them. I do love them though, but this is just the easiest way to do it. And they do have lids that they make for these. They're actually straw lids, so that there's just a little hole for you to put a straw in, and they work great for salad dressing. I don't have one of those clean right now, but that's kind of cool because there's something else here that I wanted to show you. You're not going to want to use a metal lid for these with the canning jar because the metal lid, the vinegar in the recipe will cause the metal lid to corrode. And then that corrosion will be in your dressing and you'll ruin the lid for no reason. So they do sell just plain white plastic lids for canning jars. I usually have a ton of them, but most of them that I have are wide mouth, and apparently all of the ones that I have for the regular mouth I'm using on things, jars that I'm already storing things in my cabinet with. So I used this lid. You can use one of these. This is the lid from a Parmesan cheese container, and they're handy because they fit the ball jars. But I do have to warn you, you won't be able to just shake this up with this lid on it, because there will be some that comes flying out of the lid. But in a pinch, like I am in today, you can mix it by just doing this. And you know, it should mix pretty well for you that way. So I do sometimes use them. I recommend that you get yourself some of the plastic ones though. If you really don't have anything else in the house except for a metal one, you can put a piece of parchment paper underneath the metal lid, and that will keep the vinegar from corroding the lid. Here it is, you guys. Look at that. That is deliciousness right there, and so much better for you than store-bought. I know it still has the oil, and I know it still has the honey, but the ingredients are higher quality, and I have not put anything in this dressing to make it so that it can sit on the shelf for who knows how many months without going bad. So this is a pretty good deal. Give it a try. You're gonna love it. I know you will. And if you are watching this video on YouTube today, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time that I put out a new video. It's been really great having you here with me today, and I hope to see you again real soon.